Right, that the Solicitor General was pressed quite legitimately about things like the tax court and the claims court, et cetera, et cetera. But I don't know that you can make the argument that the logic of his argument is going to cause these allegedly revolutionary results without being prepared to explain more concretely than you have the limits of your own argument. I mean, I could go down the list with you of the cabinet officers and ask you whether you think they could be headed by a multi-member commission whose members are not subject to at-will removal by the president. Shall we do that? How about Veterans Affairs? How about Interior, Labor, EPA, Commerce, Education? What am I missing?
Agriculture.
Agriculture.
Mr. Agarwal, are you prepared?
Well, there was a question there.
Yes, so I don't want to pretend to greater certainty than I have about the full gamut of statutory authorities vested in all those other departments. I will say that based on a very quick preliminary analysis, it appeared to us that the vast majority of executive departments wield at least some of the conclusive and preclusive authorities that this court has recognized in the past, including criminal investigative and prosecutorial authorities and also authorities implicating national security and foreign relations. Now, that is not to say, Justice Alito, I think you're absolutely right to say for a lot of those, you could probably take those out, and at that point there's going to be a fair question about whether Congress and the President acting together could determine at some point that there is a need for a multi-member body of experts to preside over certain government functions. And what I would say is I don't think that you should categorically rule out that possibility as a matter of constitutional law. And I can't sit here today and tell you that there's a distinction of constitutional proportions, for example, between the Department of Labor and the National Labor Relations.
Well, how about the